Good morning. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the graduating class of 2022. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Dallas Cown, and I get the honor of turning the tassels for the graduating class of 2022. But I also get the greater honor of speaking with you briefly about the life and service of Susanna Arnold. She committed nearly 20 years of her life to the Madison County Schools, and her life was tragically cut short this fall in a battle with cancer. When I was asked to speak, I thought of all of Susanna's gifts, her best qualities, and I realized that many of those qualities were shared by this graduating class. So it seems fitting that we get to honor her at today's commencement. She was a woman of conviction, unafraid to take a stand against injustice or speak out against inequality or prejudice. So many of these seniors are similarly blessed with principles they will not compromise, regardless of what society or their peers may say. I've seen them stand up for one another, support one another, love one another, the same way that Susanna did for her colleagues and her students. She was also a woman of commitment. 20 years in one place, that's not a small thing. And in those years, she was committed as a coach, senior sponsor, department chair, and most importantly, as a teacher, role model, and a lover of her fellow man. These young men and women before us today have been just as committed and have stayed the course through innumerable challenges. I know that many of you will have impacts throughout the course of your lives similar to Susanna. I know that you'll also be a daily blessing in the lives of others. The final similarity between you guys and Susanna is a sad but important one. Graduates, the last few years of your lives have been fraught with more challenges than I could have imagined when I was your age. Some of you made excuses, but many of you showed a resilience and tenacity that were very, not just admirable, they were inspirational. It was that same determination that Susanna had in her battle with cancer that lasted many years. She fought fearlessly, but most importantly, she never allowed any of the adverse circumstances to steal her positivity, her selflessness, or her outstanding love. As each of you embark on your journeys, I challenge you to remember that great legacy. And I also challenge you to remember this. You may not be able to control the number of years that you were given in life, but you can absolutely control how deeply you live them. And the key to getting the most out of life is to actively try every day, starting right now. In memory of our great mentor and friend, Susanna Arnold, please join me in observing a moment of silence. Thank you. Please remain standing as our senior members of Madison County High School Chorus come forward to lead us in the singing of our school's alma mater.
Good morning, Raider Nation! If you're standing, please have a seat. My name is Joshua Blackman, and I would like to welcome everyone to Madison County High School's 2022 graduation ceremony. First of all, I'd like to recognize Madison County's Board of Education members, Dr. Robert Hooper, Chairman of the Board, Mr. Byron Lee, Miss Angie McGinnis, Miss Brenda Moon, and Miss Cindy Nash. Also in attendance this morning is Superintendent Michael Williams, Assistant Superintendent Jody Goodrow, Assistant Superintendent Amanda Womack, George Bullock, our Curriculum Director, and Principal Jamie Dixon. I next would like to welcome Madison County High School Department Representatives Daniel Bennett from Counseling, Sonia Coyle from CTAE, Dallas Cowan from English and the 2022 Tassel Turner, Brian Jones from Fine Arts, Devin Pedersen from Foreign Language, my bad. Jenny Dyer from History, Joy King from Math, and our senior class sponsor, thank you, Miss King, Brooke Cooper from Science, and Kyle Cooper and Melissa Yarborough from Student Services. We are also fortunate today to have representatives from our other school systems. Here in attendance today, we have Amanda Sailors from Comer Elementary, Maggie Cowan from Colbert Elementary, Deanna Bray from Danisville Elementary, Teresa Bettis from Hull Sanford, Georgie Bullock from Madison County Middle School. A special thank you to all the faculty members from Madison County High School and the other schools in the system that are here to give their time today to help make our graduation a success. Thank you all for being here today.
So, here we are, at the end of a long, long road looking onwards to the eternal horizon. A life full of unknown dangers and possibilities ready to bite at our ankles and bloom in our hands. That's pretty scary. It's hard to think we're here, but I'd like to think back to the beginning. When we were all kids with hope in our eyes, a mixture of inescapable dread but undeniable excitement as we first arrived at this massive fortress that was the high school. Our first moments at the freshman wing were as soon as we walked in, the crushing atmosphere of the rotting yellow fluorescence set in, and the despair of our teachers as they prepared for another group of insufferable freshmen. The absolute confusion of finding where to go, but too afraid to ask anyone because our middle school teachers told us if we ask anyone, they'll give us the wrong room. The discovery of the horror of the bathrooms and how it's possible to find an entire toilet paper hanger put into the toilet. Or someone open the door on you and leave it open even though you're still there. So you have to get up and waddle and shimmy to close the bathroom door while people yelling around you. That's speaking from experience. Freshman year, overall, meh. Of course, we all hate our freshman years. We look back at ourselves and realize how unfunny we once might have been, or how ridiculous we were for running after relationships and acceptance from others. It's a great many things that represent why we hate our freshman years. But we were only children then. No idea how transformative these high school years could be. I was one of those freshmen. No idea what the future was and what my consequences might be, and a yearning for something new and exciting. I remember one night in particular that changed everything that was to come, and it was all because of a movie. The Truman Show. For those who haven't watched it, here's a quick synopsis. Basically, this guy has been secretly filmed from birth for a reality TV show. Throughout the movie, he realizes he is on this show, and then he leaves at the end on an ambiguous note. It inspired me to chase two things, film and acting. I went on to chase both of these throughout high school, and I'm still going to follow my film aspirations. So, why do I bring up The Truman Show? Well, two reasons. One, well, there's this really cool quote I want to use later that'll be good, but the more important thing, all freshmen, I have realized, are Truman at the beginning of the movie, not knowing he's on this reality TV show. We come into high school not fully aware of how we are slowly stepping into the real world, blinded by the fact that it is high school, and we suddenly forget that high school is a tiny bubble. High school is this little society where we have these social cliques, and there's gossip on people. And who are we going to date that won't upset my friends, and I need to study, and blah, 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 blah. So many things will stay, but suddenly, The warm blanket that covers us, that is high school life, is ripped off of us. Then we get kicked out and told to move, go, follow your dreams. And it's terrifying. And some of us realize the outside world is there and we need to prepare. Some of us don't. But none of us are fully prepared. It's all overwhelming. So I say, instead of all that, instead of looking ahead, terrified, or preparing for what to come, let's take a minute and look back. Take a minute and think about who you all were freshman year. The embarrassments, the tragedies, the mistakes, the stupidity. Also think of the laughs, the new friends found, new experiences, fond and amazing memories. Now look at yourself. Imagine instead of me, it's you up here, and your freshman self is the only audience watching, wide-eyed and with open ears. What would you say? It's kind of a common question, but I think it's important. Before I could even say anything, I have to ask myself some things. Have I become the person I want to be? Have you all become the person you want to be? If you have, great. If not, that's okay. There's plenty of time to improve. Now look back at that kid who you used to be. What would we say? I think I would say, it's all going to be okay. Stop worrying so much about who's going to like you and stop chasing girls. Really put in your effort in schoolwork. But most importantly, never stop being you. Never ever apologize for being unapologetically you. Sure, you may not know who you are, but once you realize that, that's when you become you. Don't be afraid of mistakes and always be honest, excruciatingly honest, about your feelings and yourself. Just remember that these mistakes are only going to make you more like you. It's all going to be okay. I hope that I've not rambled on too long, and hopefully I made a point. Sometimes it's hard to tell between rambling and making a point. But I want to say that I am so proud of all of you. Sure, I'm not close to a lot of you, but even then, I'm proud. I look out and see hard-working people, people who will go on to do great things and live happy lives. Know that I wish the best for you all, that no matter what unclimbable mountain of a problem comes next, you all will find a way to climb, or walk around it, or dig. Any way that works. This is it. When you walk down that road of life, holding the past in one hand and the future dragging you along by the other, know that you are the present, the amazing, undeniable, unstoppable, and ever-going present. And whatever happens, it's all going to be okay. I guess that's it for me. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Well, I don't have near as many big or smart words as Ben did, but there are two things in my life that I've identified recently that have kind of solidified the fact to me that I'm getting old. Number one, I have a new obsession with golf. I saw a quote one time that said, guys never really grow up, they just move on from video games to golf, and I have reached that point, and I have no money now. But secondly, and more importantly, I now have begun to experience a lot of pain for no reason. This is no joke. The other day, I woke up. That's all I did was wake up, and my back was killing me. I was talking to Levi about it. I came into school, and he was like, well, what'd you do to it? Because I'm just complaining. He was like, dude, I went to bed. I don't know. And it's just like, I thought senioritis was bad, but now I think I have arthritis too, and it's just like, I turned 18, and at this rate, I mean, I've been 18 for a month and a half, and at this rate, I'm going to need a full-time caregiver by 30. But anyways, more importantly, since I get the honor of speaking second today, I get to speak about my sophomore year, and there's one thing that stands out among everything else about the class of 2022 sophomore year, and that's that it was cut 2 months short. So as I was tasked with coming up with something I learned through that, here's what I found. I found that I spent so much of my life in school wishing for it to hurry up and get over with, but that in reality, none of those days I ever wished for to hurry on by were ever promised to me in the first place. Yet I lived every single day like they were, and every day for the past 4 years, I walked through the doors of that school, sometimes more of a slight jog, but blame that on my alarm clock. And I acted as just, I had the same opportunity again the next day. There was always going to be a next time to see that person, friend, or family member again. The next time to tell them how much I appreciate them or love them. or maybe even the next time to apologize or forgive. I learned that sometimes we do not value our days on earth near as much as we should, and that the importance of our love for one another as humans is so often underestimated. I learned that I'm sorry and I love you are two phrases that are very simple, but they don't get used anywhere near as much as they should. The reason I chose the title A Simple Solution is not because I believe I've found some miraculous idea that no one else has, but it is because I truly believe that so much of the division, negativity, and hate we see in our world is a product of a lack of love and respect for one another. And that as cliche as it sounds, if everyone showed the kind of love and respect for each other that we wish to receive ourselves, we would be amazed at how much could be accomplished. So today, I simply want to encourage you all, and myself most importantly, to see life for what it is, not only in your own life, but also in the lives of those around you, as a precious gift given only by God, equally as valuable for every human being, and that should never be taken for granted. I totally lost my spot. Give me a second. All right, here we go. And also, I would like to encourage you all to not live life on this next time type of schedule we so often get caught up in living, always saying, I'll do it next time or I'll do it tomorrow. Because you can say that until there isn't a next time. And it is because of that attitude that I had through much of high school that I have to stand here today and wish I had just one more day back. One more time to sit in the parking lot with my friends for hours on a Saturday night, because that's literally the only thing there is to do around here. But we enjoyed it because we were with each other. We loved each other. And it wasn't always pretty, it wasn't always perfect, but it was enough. But it is also because of that attitude that I have to stand here today and look at 260 other students, teachers, my friends, parents, and ask myself one question. What have I really done? And how did I positively impact someone else? Or have I been too focused on what I could accomplish for myself? And to all of you, for that, I am sorry. And so now that everyone thinks my only intention was to say something to make everyone cry and be as depressing as possible, I promise it wasn't my only goal. So today I would like to leave off with one last bit of encouragement. Today is a day that we celebrate an accomplishment in the lives of each graduate today. Today is a day that's full of joy, full of laughter, and full of love. So my wish is that we may all realize that every day we get the chance to wake up is a gift. And it was created, and it was intended to be full of all of those things. Not just certain days that we circle on a calendar a few times a year, but I pray that as a county, as a community, as a country, and as a world, we begin to fill every day with celebration for life in and of itself, with joy, and above all, with love for one another. And so to Madison County High School, and to the class of 2022, what a ride it's been. Thank you. Go be great. I love you all, and may God bless you.
Hello and good morning to the parents, relatives, teachers, friends, and classmates of the class of 2022. My name is Paul Westmoreland, your salutatorian, and I thank you for the opportunity to speak on behalf of this graduating class. It is quite an understatement to say that our high school years have been interesting. Our high school experience has been unique and not without its many challenges. I can only imagine the stories we'll be able to tell our children and grandchildren about what it was like to attend school during a pandemic. Though our 4-year tenure has come with significant ups and downs, the fact that we are here today proves our ability to overcome great adversity. Each year has been different, yet junior year holds a special place as one of the most challenging yet rewarding school years of our lives. It was a period of unprecedented difficulty, but I can safely assure you that the growth from such a time has made us stronger than we ever thought possible. In the fall of 2020, the world was already experiencing hardships once totally foreign to the minds of a new junior class. We entered through our once familiar high school doors only to be surrounded by a world of masks, quarantines, and sickness. It was a place none of us could have been prepared to enter, but this was only a tiny piece of the puzzle that was our junior year. In addition to the pandemic, came a whole new challenge of rigorous academia that we had never seen before. The material became more difficult to grasp, quizzes felt more sudden to appear, and tests were more grueling than ever before. With all these confounding factors, we, the students, found ourselves in a hole of doubt, stress, and anxiety. Even still, we did not give up. This class stood mighty against forces far greater than ourselves, always persevering to stand here today. Personal courage, determination, and heart became necessities for success in this new world, and every day brought us closer to a brighter future. Students grew as they studied more, focused harder, and began to cherish the adversity of junior year for what it was, an excellent opportunity to grow. Lessons such as personal care and selflessness became more commonplace as we reached out for help not only from the faculty, but also from each other. We realized that though the odds stacked against us were great, we were greater. And from the ashes of regular school life emerged a collective desire to help each other cope and become even stronger. The pandemic would not beat us. We might have started high school with a certain amount of naivety, but the world changed quickly, and we changed with it. These lessons of self-care, service, and personal growth must remain inside the minds and hearts of this class far past this graduation day. I implore this class to embrace the future and know that we are stronger together and we will do great things. When challenges present themselves, we have already proven that we can tackle the seemingly impossible. To the class of 2022, whenever you find yourself defeated, think back to your junior year of high school. And know you have already overcome more than expected. Take the courage you have always had inside of you and never break under the stress of life. As long as you cherish your past, you can march ever further into the future. Thank you.
That's right, I'm back. I'm not the best speaker here, as you could tell from my earlier speech. And I don't have much material for jokes because, unlike Ben, I don't watch TV. And unlike Peyton, I don't have an alarm clock. I rely on my parents. Because my parents' family has supported me all this way, I wanted to thank them real quick for my speech. Thank you so much for being here today and for supporting me all the way here. When I was tasked with tackling the entirety of our senior year in a 5-minute speech, I must admit that I struggled in finding a way to sum up an entire year of experiences and events in such a brief period of time. However, when I looked at our senior year relative to the rest of our time in high school, I realized that senior year is a time in which students who had been actively pushing themselves towards becoming adults take a year to enjoy themselves in their youth before they enter the adult world. By attending school events, athletics, or just spending time with friends, we seniors were able to experience one last year of our childhoods in which we did our utmost to enjoy ourselves. Despite college applications, jobs, or internships taking up increasing amounts of our time outside of school, we became even more driven to use every second of our time to the fullest. Because we are becoming adults, our free time is becoming scarce, yet that same lack of time motivates us to use it wisely. As seniors, we also take upon ourselves increased responsibilities. Whether you're an officer in a club, working a job after school, or just taking more responsibility around the house, the closer you get to graduation, the more things you become responsible for. As author Albert Hubbard once said, responsibility is the price of freedom. As we age and become adults, we gain more freedom, and we step outside of our homes, gain the ability to drive, and go off to live on our own. Yet this increased freedom means that we also become more responsible, both for ourselves and for others. We must pay taxes, balance budgets, and work to earn a living in order to support ourselves. Nobody else is going to do that for us, yet that is the price for our freedom. What is senior year? It's a bridge between two mountains. On the one hand, our childhood is a time in which we grew and enjoyed ourselves without a care in the world. On the other hand, our future as adults, in which we're responsible for both ourselves and the world around us, and we can't rely on our parents to wake us up in the morning. These two distinct times in life are separated by only a year, our senior year. As seniors, we prepare ourselves for the future whilst looking back at our childhood and lessons learned. We began to accept more freedom whilst acknowledging the responsibilities that would come with these freedoms. In the song Middle Child, rapper J. Cole said, "I'm dead in the middle of two generations, I'm lil' bro and be bro all at once." I think this relates a lot to us as seniors because on the one hand, we're still the little bro as we're becoming the youngest group of adults who are still going to be learning from all those older than us, parents, grandparents, teachers, even last year's group of seniors are upperclassmen in college. On the other hand, we're also the big bro for everyone who's coming after us. Whether it's the upcoming group of seniors, kids in middle school, people who haven't been born yet, we're going to be teaching them the lessons that we learn now and that we learn in the future. We're dead in the middle of two generations, and that is our responsibility as we graduate here today. I want to leave off on one last metaphor. Senior year is like a diving board, really tall, right beside a pool. We spent all of our time climbing up this way, through school, through life, just working. And now we're standing overlooking our future as we're about to graduate. The question is, when are we going to dive in? It's when are we going to dive in, and how much of a splash are we going to make when we dive in? Thank you for your time.
Of course, the wind would blow when I got up here, and I'd have to find my place. That's okay. My name's Jamie Dixon, and I have the proud privilege and honor to be the principal here at Madison County High School. Before we move on, we're going to give out some awards to our graduates with their diplomas this morning. I have 3 awards to give out to 3 of our seniors. The first award is for the 2022 Good Citizenship Award. This award is voted on by the senior class. The 2022 Good Citizenship Award goes to Mr. Benjamin Monroe Doster. Come on up. Fan club. I would also like to recognize 2 of the gentlemen sitting in the front row of graduates this morning. One is our valedictorian and the other is our salutatorian. At this time, I would like to recognize Paul Westmoreland as Madison County High School's 2022 salutatorian. Come on up, Paul. And at this time, I would like to recognize Mr. Joshua Blackman as Madison County High School's 2022 valedictorian. Thank you, students, for all your hard work. What's up, Raider Nation? It's such an outstanding day here in Danielsville, Georgia. I'm so pleased that everyone has joined us this morning to celebrate this amazing group of graduates. I'm humbled, honored, and profoundly privileged to stand before these former students. And let me emphasize former. You're adults now. Great job. So without further ado, please allow me to present to everyone here the graduating class of 2022. Now I'd like to say a few words about this dedicated class. These students have persevered through a pandemic, online learning, and a social deficit as they progress through high school. Their situation can be best described as unprecedented. However, what sits before you is a group that didn't simply get by, they excelled. They embraced change. They endured a world where they had to wear a mask, speak to teachers electronically, and stayed at home for days on end. That's difficult for kids and caretakers alike. But I submit to you that they continue to pursue excellence. They continue to operate with a sound mind, and most of all, they continue to grow from an emotional and academic standpoint. These traits are indicative of integrity, intestinal fortitude, and intrinsic motivation. For this, I salute you and your accomplishments, as it is nothing short of fantastic. Well done, class of 2022. Now let's talk a little bit about the future. Today is the first day of the rest of your collective lives. When you leave this amazing venue today, nobody's going to tell you when to go to class, when to go to lunch, or you'll never have to ask to go to the bathroom again. How cool is that? Just go when you want. But with freedom comes responsibility, accountability, and consequence. So let me offer you a slight bit of advice. As you proceed down the pathway of life, do not fear failure. The greatest folks to ever walk this planet have failed at some point in their life. The common trait that all successful people have perfected is the ability to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, make a change or two, and push forward. I promise you that failure builds character. It makes me, or makes you, appreciate success. And it will provide you with a moral compass that propels you to greatness. Remember this: you will never be judged by your action when times are really good. However, you will always be judged how you react and handle adversity. And trust me, you will all see some sort of adversity. Let me say something about this amazing community that many of you have had the pleasure to enjoy for much of your lives. These people, which include family, friends, and simple acquaintances, all have a unique and common bond. They believe in Madison County, and they love Madison County High School. We live in a proud community that has always extended a helping hand when times are difficult. That said, When life seems difficult and problems present themselves in consecutive succession, reach out, ask for advice, ask for help. I assure you that these people will come to your rescue. Finally, we will always welcome you back to Madison County High. Come to a game, enjoy what you helped build, and there is no better feeling than seeing your school compete, act, play, or perform. Now, don't be offended when we ask you to buy some sort of fundraising item, because that ain't never changing. It's been my honor to have played a very small role in your high school career. Congrats to you all. Godspeed as you rush quickly into the future. I'm proud of you all. Well done, and thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Michael Williams, our superintendent, Mr. Dallas Cowan, the class of 2022's tassel turner, Mrs. Melissa Yarborough, and Mrs. Joy King, our senior class sponsor, to join me at the podium as we prepare to receive our graduates. Here we go, folks. Will the first row of graduates please stand?
Clayton Norman Adams. Lisbeth Aguirre. Eli Cole Akins. Vasey Garden Askins. Mallory Jane Bates. Lily Annika Boyder. Jackson Burke Booth. Ethan Michael Brantley. Peyton Lee South. Joshua Hudson Blackman. Paul Haynes Westmoreland. Benjamin Monroe Dalster. John Benjamin Bray Jr. Cooper Dayton Brown. Andrew Lee Brown. Madison Lee Carter. Aziel de Jesus. Reagan Elizabeth Dobbs. Macy Ann Eccles. Haley Elaine Ellard. Riley McLean Ernst. Daniel Brian Fairchild. Carly Janelle Fitzpatrick. Rachel Dawn Fitzpatrick. Chloe Anna Floyd. Christopher Logan Fountain. Riley Nicole Fulcher. Andrea Galindo Madera. Zandy Lizeth Gallardo Gonzalez. Jesus Manuel Gonzalez Araujo. Andrew Tyler Hallman. Ashlyn Lee Hartley. Brianna Elizabeth Hawks. Jaden Elise Hurd. Lily Liddell Herndon. Noah Michael Herndon. Wonderful 2. Georgia Leanne Hunsinger. Josie Marie Johnson. Nathaniel Edward Crickle. Anna Grace Lapsinski. Logan Matthew Manders. Jenna Maria Miller. Peyton Ray Miller. Skylar Grace Minish. Peyton Mac Moore. Ryan Hope Morrow. Jonathan Travis Minch. Leslie Munoz Ramirez. Melanie Marie Narvez. Cheyenne Elizabeth Nicholson. Edward Francisco Nito. William Charles Emmanuel Parm. Charles Michael Pearson. Michelle Ashley Perry. Aiden Fulton Prickett. Haley Jane Lynn Pruitt. Jenna Sky Reese. Sophia Grace Rogers. Kylie Denise Schubert. Levi Hardy Seagraves. Zamiris Emmanuel Shiflett. Riley Elizabeth Smith. Mary Stee Pay. Anna Claire Strickland. Bentley Alyssa Strickland. Amber Maria Tafoni. Cade Dylan Thomas. Yecho Ase Torres Vences. Vincent Tran. Miracle Ann Turner. Faith Vernell Vieira. Joseph Michael Vieira III. George Logan Whittington. Kaylee McHale Wiley. Tiffany Rochelle Wilson. Vicente Abarca Erasmende. Jillian Dawn Addington Thompson. Gage Robin Adkins. Vanessa Almodovar. Douglas Logan Andrews. William Michael Anglin III. Isaiah Scott Allen Ashley. Robert Devin Ashworth. Natalie Kate Barber. Connor William Barnes. Tidarius Deshawn Barnett. Edith and Selma Barrera Chavez. Karen Carmelita Barrett. Mary Beth Baugh. Haley Madison Beckham. Desiree Lynn Billups. Janae Ayana Bishop Johnson. Cesar Bolanos Perez. Ethan Peyton Bond. Matthew Ethan Bond. Marius Joshan Bradford. Candace Renee Brake. Xavier Christian Branch. Jason Fisher Bridges. Alexander Caleb Brooks. Micaiah Lakir Brooks. Stephen Jeffrey Brooks. Matthew Douglas Brown. Savannah Nicole Brown. Andreas Bustamante Tavera. Brania Cheyenne Calloway. James Langford Carey. Brian Joseph Carrillo Reyes. Caden Thomas Gage Carter. Taylor Brian Lee Casey. Deanna Nicole Cash. Kelsey Grace Cash. Miguel Angel Castillo. Alexa Danielle Chafin. Cindy Lulu Chamberlain. Taquavian Jameer Chappell. Jaden Glenn Cheek. Robert Alexander Childers. Clayton Lanier Coyle. Lamont Robert Chapman. Lindy Elizabeth Coyle. Juan Carlos Contreras Escamilla. Miles Alexander Cooper. Haley Brianne Kraft. Alyssa Faith Dalton. Jonathan Samuel Clark Davis. Joseph Giovanni De Pa Perez. Caleb Joseph Devers. Cora Elizabeth Dockery. Branson Avery Drake. Courtney Dale Epps. Narita Espinoza Rodriguez. Haley Marie Eubanks. Christian Smith Feener. Kaylee Corinne Forehand. Shannon Marie Francis. Savannah K. Fryer. Christian Scott Gaddis. Maciana Aliyah Gaither. Adamari Galeana Rodriguez. Sofia Guadalupe Garcia Valdez. Eden Garfias Gomez. Estefania Isabel Garfias Gonzalez. Shambrika Lashante Gilmore. Alyssa Aaron Goldman. Brannon Christopher Gowan. Amelia Charity Green. Matthew Cole Grizzle. Christopher Jean Gurley. Cassidy Raven Hancock. James Felton Hancock IV. Braden Scott Hardigree. Lindley Ruth Hawks. Haley Lee Heron. Ashlyn Leanne Hicks. Maddox Lee Hinesley. Henry Joseph Hodges. Charlie Blake Hooper. Katie Lee Horn. Anthony Watto Penaloza. Cohen Thornley Fisher Ivy. Destiny Desire Jackson. Aubrey Lynn Jenkins. Anaya Kamara Johnson. Jakeem Lamar Johnson. Alexander Paul Jones. Charlene Lorianne Karoff. Alyssa Mackenzie Keese. Michael Colby Kenner. Tice Mitchell Kimsey. Amber Renee Knobb. James Anthony Conkle. Jarrett Allen Lassiter. Justin Fernando Lemus. Joshua Andrew Lewis. Mackenzie Page Locke. Guadalupe Loza Espinoza. Maria Gabrielle Kessler. Shakira DeAndrea Porter. Stephen Limon. Alexis Sky Martin. Haley Ann Martin. Hannah Mary Alice Martin. Devin Jeremy Mathis. Noah William Mathis. Sarah Sue Hope McHagg. Logan James McClure. Lillian Elizabeth McElhannon. Kaylee Alexia McIntyre. Daniel Mojica Olaskawaga. Madison Bailey Moon. Brooklyn Alexis Morgan. Kelsey Grace Morris. Hope Elizabeth Morrison. Justin Glenn Morrison. Alex Nation. Ann Knock Wynn. Colton Duncan Pace.
Yes, sir.
Colin Ray Parnell. William Caleb Patterson. Arturo Perez Galvan. Melanie Perez Rico. Hannah Sky Phillips. Caleb Jameer Posey. Addison Leanne Sue Presley. Mackenzie Danielle Price. Juan Eloy Quiraz. Cameron DeKelvin Rambert. Alejandra Martinez Ramirez. William Michael Reeves. Law Ray. Haley Jordan Riley. Olivia Grace Reynolds. Jameson Ryan. Jasmine Alexis Rudisil. Sydney Adina Lane Samoa Bond. Clayton Daniel Saxon Jr. Caven Breeze Scoggins. Logan Christopher Selk. Kaylee May Dolores Sexton. Michael Philip Sexton. Elvin Ray Shelton. Gabriel Thaxton Shepard. Chloe Paige Shirley. Ziamira Yesenia Silva Turan. Sierra Alexandria Simmons. Trey Lee Slayton. Maggie Lynn Smith. Gage Quentin Starlin. Emily Ann Stein. Alex Todd Stevens. Emma Marie Stratton. DeAvion Marquez Strong. Mu Su. Levi Austin Seifert. Corey Wallace Smith. Parker Addison Smith. Daniel Turan Salazar. Anna Elise Thomas. John Marcus Thompson II. Caden Brooks Thompson. Kaylee Grace Thornton. Amber Dawn Threadkill. Colin Ray Toll. Isaiah Torres. Jeanette Louise Turner. Raven Cashel Varnum. Trinity Rebecca Vaughn. Brandon Jeremy Gober Vinson. Dollar Wah. Derek Chandler Walcott. Riley Mina Kaylin Walker. Mallory Jean Watts. Kane Adam Weiser. John Austin Michael Whitting. William Christopher Wilbanks. April Nicole Lee Williams. Bryson Miles Williams. Kaylee Diane Williams. Tadesha Lamara Williams. Tatiana Tamaya Williams. Lakin Elizabeth Wood. Tyler Ryan Wright.
How about that? Let's give these seniors another hand. At this time, I would like to ask all the graduates to stand. Madison County Board of Education members and Mr. Williams, I certify that these students have met all the requirements set forth by the State Board of Education and the Madison County Board of Education. I now declare these students of the class of 2022 are official graduates of Madison County High School. Well done.